guys, this is Mani Karthik here with SEO tips and tricks. Although I don't like that title because there are no tricks here. Let's go ahead. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about the biggest SEO mistake of my life, of my career. So let's find out what that is. So first off, it's okay to make mistakes, especially in SEO where things keep changing every day and there are more new things coming in every day. You have to keep yourself updated, and one way to do that is to actually rectify the mistakes that you've done in the past and just fixing them. So it's okay to make mistakes as long as you fix them and correct them as you go ahead. So with that, what is that big mistake I did in my career? So if you look back at my career, in the early days when I was doing a lot of experiments and doing things on my own, basically, you have to test out different things and find out what works and what doesn't. So a good part of the time that I spend on SEO would be spent on stuff like page titles, meta descriptions, no follow tags, setting up the sitemap. So essentially, I used to spend a lot of time focusing and setting up things that were more tactical. So when I say tactical, things like things that could be done in like a day or two. But I used to spend like every day on it, like every day changing page titles, every day changing meta descriptions, stuff like that. That was basically going overboard with it. So again, that's not the mistake I did actually, because I understand that tactical things like that are really important, and I'm sure you would agree to that. But what's more important is that you need to look at the big picture. You need to look at you need to look at it from a strategic level. So not thinking strategically was the mistake I made. So when I say think strategic, I mean think of things that can take your website from point A to point B. There are three things that you need to do when you think about thinking strategically. One is to look at the data that you have currently. So let's say you have a 500-page website and you have 10 pages which are really popular on those 500 pages. So you need to go in, first thing, look at the data. Second thing, find insights from those data. Insights like, why are these 10 pages popular? What is the format that you employed for these 10 pages? What is the keyword that you used for these 10 posts? Which are the topics that are really popular here? What's the page use? What are the major search engine keywords that are giving you the ranks? So if you find insights from these data, you can always set expectations, which is my third point. So third point, you need to set expectations or targets that can take you from point A to point B. So here, point A is actually X number of page views to these 10 pages from search engine Google, and your point B would be increasing that to 50 times in the next 6 months or so. So what do you need to do there? Should you come up with 10 additional blog posts? Should you come up with 25 additional blog posts? Things like that can take you from point A to point B. So that's what I mean by thinking strategically. So I would set expectations to myself, make sure that I have an editorial calendar in place, find out what kind of topics are popular with these 10 blog posts. If there's a pattern that I can find, maybe take it and just champion it, find more keywords, find more topics that are related to these topics that are really popular, and come up with more topics. So we're talking about bringing value to your website, basically making it better instead of just wasting your time tweaking little things that are really not so important if you look at it from an SEO perspective. Now, I'm not trying that they are completely unimportant. They are important. The tactical things that I mentioned to you, like page titles or sitemaps, they are important. But you don't have to spend too much time tweaking or fixing it. You can get over it in a day or so. And especially if you have CMS like WordPress or anything else, then you might want to use plugins, or you might want to set it up once in a particular format and just get over it. You don't have to spend every day on top of it and just waste your time. You need to be spending more time thinking more strategically. How can you grow from point A to point B? And that's what SEOs need to do. So that's what I wanted to discuss with you today in this video. I hope it made sense. Let me know your thoughts and comments, and I'll take a look at them. So talk soon. Thanks. Bye.